Well, good day everybody, and thanks for stopping by. Hey, we're out here in the wood yard just kind of looking stuff over. Me and the family been outside today doing a little outside cleaning around the yard and getting stuff picked up with the warmer weather that we're having. Trying to get ready. My daughter graduates this year, so we're trying to get stuff ready for her open house here in a couple of months, but just kind of doing a little bit of inventory, and I realized that I have actually split more wood this winter than I've burnt. So that's pretty good. This rack here that's in front of me, this rack I keep a full cord on. We burnt all of that this year. And then this rack here, this rack had about 2 face cords on it. I had sold a cord out of that to a friend, a co-worker of my wife. He wanted some wood for some functions that they were having at their house. So I did hook him up with a little bit of that. But yeah, so that, and then this rack here, this one also holds about a cord, and as you can see, we've got about half of one side of it used up. The rack that I'm burning or taking firewood off of, as you can tell, most of my racks don't have anything covering them up. But like the rack that I'm going to be pulling firewood off of, that rack I will keep a tarp over just to keep water and snow off the top of it. That way when I go and I put it on my firewood rack on the front porch where we pull from for the wood stove, it stays a lot drier and doesn't have quite as many leaves and stuff on it that I got to mess with either. So because we are in a pretty wooded area, as you've noticed, so leaves are always an issue, as you can see. But yeah, pretty happy about that. Split more than I burnt. I think this is the first winter I have ever done that. And so yeah, it's April now, and we have burnt just like right at 2 full cords, maybe just a touch over. I know we haven't burnt quite 7 face cords yet, but we're just over 6 face cords. So that's pretty good. If you're ever been considering buying a newer wood stove that's one of these EPA certified constant burn, continuous burn, reburn, whatever they want to call it. If you're on the fence about one, I'm going to tell you, I would definitely buy another one. If I burnt more wood in the other building, I would probably consider replacing my old woodland with another one of these Vermont castings that I have, because it is just so efficient. Been unbelievable. At some point, probably closer to the end of the burning season, I am or would like to try and do a little video on my new wood stove and kind of show you guys that. I know I've posted I had a short posted of it at the beginning of the burning season. So, but anyways, we'll get on to it. The plan for today. This is our plan for today. I know I just said that we have burnt or split more wood than we've burnt this winter, but guess what? I still got plenty of wood to split. So still working on this, the red oak rounds out of those 2 red oak logs. And then we had some other stuff that doing some little cleanup around the house, so I wound up with some more cherry out here that me and the wife drug up out of the woods last weekend. And of course, we still got plenty of stuff on the log pile to get to cutting. But right now, I got about an hour or so to split. So I'm hoping maybe I can get the old wood wagon filled up in that time frame. So we're going to get the log splitter fired up, get the rail greased up, and we will get the splitting. So I hope you'll stick around. folks, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us today. That's about all I've got time for. So, show you what we got done. Not quite a full load. We've definitely had the old wood wagon with a lot more wood on it than that, but for the little bit of time, I don't know, I feel like I've been getting way more efficient with the splitter, and even splitting the stuff up pretty small like I have been. It just I don't know, feels like I'm getting my process down, and really kind of picking up the pace, and I like that. So speaking of the smaller pieces, I know we went over this. I talked to you guys about the the reason I split the red oak. And if you notice, I split most of my stuff pretty small. And what I found in that new Vermont casting wood stove that we put in last spring is these splits, like that size and a little smaller. Those work the best in that stove. The sassafras, some of these pieces, I'll leave them a lot bigger than I will other stuff, just because the sassafras burns up so fast. But the other thing I have ran into with burning the oak in the Vermont casting, that continuous burn stove, when I load it just full of red oak or white oak, once it goes out, it is like there are no coals left whatsoever. Whereas if I mix it with something like the sassafras or cherry or ash, maple, whatever the case is, it leaves a much better ash bed in the bottom of the stove, and then it actually will hold the coals from the oak way longer. So if I mix the oak with the other stuff, I can truly get an 8 to 10 hour burn time on my wood stove, which is pretty fantastic. I can tell you for a fact, my old wood stove, if you got everything set just right, a 4 to 6 hour time span was about it. If you were lucky, you could go all day at work, come home, and have enough coals to get the fire going again. So like I said, that's the reason you see me splitting this stuff small, besides the oak. It's just more efficient in that new stove. So like I said, I'm gonna get stuff picked up and put away, get the trailer drug over to the wood pile so we can get it stacked tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So I want to thank you all for spending some time with me. Hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you soon.